What's up, guys? So last off we left with this accelerator pump cam being different, and now it's changed out. We are running the black cam profile on the second, so it's a little bit more aggressive, comes in sooner. I did a main jet change, obviously the bigger accelerator pump. This is going to be the first cold start since the upgrades. Gotta ignore the slight starter nick. My flex plate has been royally abused over the last couple years. We're gonna set up the data logger, go out and take some polls, see how it actually looks. While that thing behind me is warming up, just wanted to say that soon I will be taking it back down to the drag strip. The best that I've had it run is 1161 at 117 miles an hour. Our 60 foot is pretty trash. It's about a 175, and frankly, my Mickey T's are getting pretty damn worn. So that's another thing on the to-do list. However, I also have this nifty thing back here, which is a bumper that I can bolt in, and it has a whole lot of steel plate bolted in there. So I'm hoping with the benefits of the added launching potential with more fuel from the accelerator squirter pump upgrade and the bumper and maybe some new slicks, we might be able to get this thing to wheelie. All four shocks are currently blown at the moment, so there is as much weight transfer as possible. So it's on the goal list. We'll see if we can get there. All right, we're getting closer to operating temp. 160, great oil pressure. Oh, never like to see that. So yeah, running a AM wideband failsafe. It got boost, wideband. You also can do lambda, I think, but air fuel ratio is just simpler for me. I'm not running E85. Occasionally I'll toss in some race fuel and put some more timing in it, but I only can run to 1150. There's no cage. So AM software is great. I'm currently data logging. It's set to alert me if, you know, we get too rich or too lean under certain manifold pressure or vacuum, so that's handy. I think we're about ready to head out. Alright, so this will be my first time videoing and talking at the same time. I'm not too sure how this will come out, so it might get cut. It's kind of loud and rowdy in here. I'm only running single chamber T10 Flowmasters. So we're just gonna drive around a little bit, make sure the oil's hot and water temp's all under control. So far, our cruising AFR is good, especially since it's like probably 44 degrees out in Oregon today. It's not a fun thing for me. I hate the cold. Still a touch lean on like the initial start, but not too bad. Roll into it a touch here. over here, Fast and Furious style. It's telling me probably a little lean, I'm guessing. Off the initial squirt, I might have to go to a more aggressive pump cam, which is not really exactly what I want to do. I might change up the jets, but I'll probably have to just wait. It's too cold to make some final decisions now. But the main is definitely good. The idle circuit's pretty good. I think it's just going to be fine-tuning that initial fuel that it needs down low. That blower supplies boost, or gets rid of vacuum at least, like instantly, which is kind of hard. With the locked up stall converter, it just instant load. Alright, so here in a second we are going to slow down and see how responsive it is if I'm going to launch. Granted, it's street tire, so there's no load, but you know, you're dead stopped, no preload, roll into it hard. Definitely still lean, but very cold still. No preload, roll into it hard. I have noticed that I have an issue. Might not be quite what you think, but definitely what you would expect. And that's boost in a V8. Remember how that was just at a quarter? Right. Now, let's put this bitch away. Logged up. Good, good, good. Bad. All right. Well, to summarize, we are 110% better than we were. I think kind of stuck until the weather gets hotter, because I mean, it still goes a touch lean when you stab it. However, it's kind of hard to get away from that. And the next accelerator pump cam up is way more aggressive. And I'll have to change up a whole bunch of the squirter nozzles on top to change the duration of the shot. So there's still more playing to be had, but we are way better. It doesn't choke as bad as it does. I'm excited to go to the track. Let me know if you guys want to see more of that. Side note, for the people who also care, I have realized I am probably getting some belt slip now, because here we have manifold pressure, the engine speed, and our AFR. And AFR is dipping as my throttle increases, and now we're starting to build some boost, close to 3 grand, and ramping up. And then right about here is our peak at almost 4 PSI, and we're at 32.5, 11.8, right where we want to be. Kind of comes down a little bit more rich. However, it pretty much maintains. It doesn't climb up really anymore as the RPMs come up. So as a supercharger that's on a pulley, it should be pretty linear, and it used to be about 6.5 pounds at roughly 5,500 RPMs. Granted, I only ran it up to a peak of almost 5 grand, but 4.4 PSI, that's not cutting it. So we're about 60% of the normal boost pressure with that pulley on there. New belt time.